Hello friends, my name is Dr. Cook and I am a pediatric cardiologist with Sanger, part of Atrium Health. This last year has been so tough. I've missed seeing you all so much at our regular Baby Luck functions, and I look forward to the day where we can all be together again safely. Today I'd like to read to you all a story. This is a very special story, and this was a story that was shared with me from one of my friends with Baby Luck. Connected at the Heart, a story for kids with congenital heart disease. Writer Julie Dannenberg and illustrator is Natasha Brown. Timmy dragged his feet as he walked to the car, clutching blues to his chest. "At least you don't have to get dressed for school today," his mom said, trying to cheer him up. But the truth was, nothing could make him feel better. Timmy was headed to the hospital again. "No one understands how I feel," he whispered to Blues. It had been a while since Timmy's heart surgery, and Dr. Heather wanted to see how he was recovering. Although Timmy's scar had faded, his fears hadn't. He hated hospital visits. He knew he would be pricked and prodded, and somewhere along the way he would hurt. "I'm the only one with congenital heart disease," he thought. At the hospital, he waited nervously to begin the day's test. Unexpectedly, a girl plopped down in the chair next to him. "Hi, I'm Jade. What's wrong?" "I'm nervous. I haven't been to the clinic in a long time," Timmy explained. "Oh yeah, I used to be nervous on clinic days too. It can be scary at first, but the doctors always make sure you're okay, and they're really good at explaining what all the machines do. Sometimes they even let you listen to your own heartbeat." Timmy smiled as he thought of the big machines in a new, less scary way. After they sat in silence for a minute, Timmy looked back at Jade and pointed at the pale line on her chest. "Is that your scar?" "Yeah, it's healing. It'll fade, but it's kind of cool. All of us have them. See?" Jade pointed at two boys across the room who were laughing and arguing over whose scar was cooler. Timmy's mom came over to get him. "Echo time!" "Bye, Timmy. Good luck." Jade waved as he followed his mom out of the waiting room. "Hi, I'm Natalie," the echo tech said as she helped him onto the exam table. "Do you want to watch a movie, or would you rather see the images of your heart?" "My heart, definitely," Timmy said. "Okay, I'm going to put some gel on your chest and then use this wand to see the inside of your chest." Timmy frowned. "Will it hurt?" "Nope, but it might be a little uncomfortable at first, and it may be cold and slimy." After a minute, Natalie added, "You know, I remember clinic days when I was your age." "Were you born with heart disease?" Timmy asked, surprised. "Yep. I remember the echo the most, and being scared. An hour felt like a lifetime." Natalie rolled her eyes. Timmy relaxed as he settled in to watch his heartbeat, steady and strong. "You bored yet?" asked Natalie. "A little, but seeing my heart makes me calm," he said. An hour later, Timmy was done, and he was happy to get the ultrasound goo off his chest. "Looks like blood works next," Natalie said, sending him off with a smile. Timmy rocked back and forth as he waited and worried about what was to come. "I hate this part." A girl walked out of the lab, stopping when she noticed Timmy. She nodded knowingly. "Don't worry, it's just a quick poke, and then you're done." Timmy stopped rocking and took a deep breath, still a bit unsure. "Thanks." "No problem. By the way, I'm Eloisa. I used to get scared like you, but trust me, it gets better as you get older." She gave him a wink and walked away. After having his blood drawn, Timmy was more than happy to get his EKG done because he knew it would be easy. All he had to do was lie still for a few minutes with stickers on his chest. Not only was it quick, it was his last test before seeing the doctor. When Dr. Heather, Timmy's cardiologist, walked into the exam room, she went over the day's test results, using words he could understand. Then she looked at Timmy and smiled. "So, do you have any questions for me?" Timmy had never gotten a chance to ask the doctor questions before. He wasn't even sure if he wanted to know the answers, but this was his chance to finally be in control. Actually, I do have a question. His voice sounded more confident than he felt. Can I play sports? Yes, you can, said Dr. Heather. Just not competitively. Don't push your limits, though. Anything else? One more, and it's important. Timmy paused. Will I be able to ride roller coasters? That wouldn't be safe at this point, Dr. Heather frowned. Maybe later, after your calf. Disappointed, Timmy stopped listening to the doctor, trying hard not to cry. I can't ride roller coasters. He repeated the news over and over in his head as he pictured his next school trip, watching everyone else have fun while he sat alone on the sidelines. Back in the waiting room, Timmy realized he had one more question. What's a calf? He asked his mom. I can answer that. An older boy in the seat next to him answered. Hi, I'm Ethan. I just had one yesterday. A calf is just a tiny camera in a tube that the doctor uses to explore inside your heart and take pictures. But don't worry, you won't feel a thing because you'll be asleep. Oh, thanks. Because Ethan seemed so friendly, Timmy decided to ask him one more thing. Hey, can you ride roller coasters? No, Ethan said sadly, and believe me, it's a huge bummer. But now I'm all about the water parks. I figured out that when the doctor says I can't do one thing, I just find something else I can do. It's hard sometimes, but I make it work. After Ethan left, Timmy felt better, so when his mom suggested they get something to eat, he was ready. In the cafeteria, Timmy ate his chocolate gelato and watched a girl across the room as she goofed around with a friend, pretending to be a robot. What's she wearing? Timmy asked his mom. That's a Holter monitor. You're going to be fitted for one of those next. If there was anything that Timmy had learned today, it was that congenital heart disease help each other. Overcoming his shyness, he walked up to the robot girl. Does it hurt? He asked. The Holter monitor, I mean. The girl pulled at the neck of her shirt so he could see the round stickers connected to the wires. Not at all. They just put sticky pads on your chest and you wear it for a couple of days. Cool, right? She held her hand out to him and introduced herself. I'm Talia. If you want, I can show you some of my robot moves. Timmy and Talia laughed as she showed him more moves and they made up some new ones together. Timmy couldn't wait to wear his Holter monitor to school. The long day was finally over when Timmy exited the equipment lab all wired up like a powerful cyborg. As his mother gathered their things to leave, Timmy hugged Blues and thought about everyone he'd met and the advice and kindness they'd all shared. While they walked past the heart clinic waiting room, Timmy noticed a little boy with a frightened look on his face. Imagining just what he was feeling, Timmy walked over and handed Blues to the young boy. Here, this might help, he said with a smile. It gets better as you get older, and always remember, you're not alone. The end. Wow, that was a great story. Thank you all so much for that opportunity to share that story with you. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. What was your favorite part of the story? My favorite part of the story was when Timmy shared with Ethan how disappointed he was that he wouldn't be able to ride roller coasters. And I really liked when Ethan reminded Timmy that just because there was one thing he couldn't do, there's many fun things that he can do instead. Please remember that you are uniquely, wonderfully, and specially made. I hope you all enjoy your Heart Month and happy February. Bye-bye.